This is a picture of my dad's old farm truck, which he bought in 1949. It's a 1950 Dodge B1B, and I think all of his children, including me, we all learned to drive this truck. I began when I was about 5 years old, steering it down the road and helping Dad pick up pipe. The old green trucks with a white top were painted that way back in the day when Dad couldn't figure out which trucks were his, so he painted them green with a white top so he could spot them a long way away. And this pickup was so special to me. It has been to all of the family. I wanted to restore it so bad, but it was just in too bad a shape. Sadly, the only pictures that I could find of it were taken from a movie that was done by Bank of America about the California farming, and they highlighted Dad's and Uncle Sterling's farm, and it showed the green and white pickups. And as you see, the black pickup here, later they were all painted green with a white top, but this is one that Dad drove before he bought his new one.
This is Joe's home. It has been since his birthday a little over 14 years ago. It probably will be for the rest of his life. It's a home he'll always remember.
Well, you boys go on. I've got to go out and check a hayfield, and I'll meet you later on.
Okay.
Let's find out something about the kind of farm Joe's dad and uncle are operating here. It's fairly big, several hundred acres, and keeps the farming team around here busy every day of the year. Here the land is under almost continuous cultivation, planting and harvesting 11 different crops. This, as an example, is the 6th cutting of alfalfa this year.
Now in this video, we start to see the green pickups with white tops that they had. This is a Lee Meeks pickup. And here's another one. It looks a little dark in this video, but it shows the green with the white top. It was before two-way radios were even used, and they couldn't communicate with each other. And so in order to figure out which vehicle was theirs, they had to paint them a unique color so they could identify them. Now this truck here in the background is the old farm truck that we learned to drive in. Like I say, I wanted to rebuild that one so badly, but it's just in too bad a shape. So what I wound up doing is finding me a truck. Oddly enough, I found it just a few blocks away from where we live today. It's a 1948, but the same model, and so I grabbed a hold of that and went to work on it, and here's a little bit of the work. was having them work on the truck, George Anderson and Chris in this shop and H&S Body Works, Dick Shepard, people started showing a little bit of an interest in it. Here I was surrounded by all these hot rods, and I was thinking, boy, well, I'm out of place. But I was told one day by Chris, the one who built it, said that when people come into the shop, they walk right straight towards the truck. That's what they want to look at. It was about this time during a project that Video Magazine, Bakersfield Tough, I started seeing it on their videos that they produced, such as the intro and this one. I thought, that's cool.
I can feel that.
Welcome to the Back to Life series, presented by Be Tough. We'll take a look at some of the best hot rod fabrication in California, painted right here at H&S Body Works.
This is pretty cool right here. Oh, that is cool.
Brian's been working on this close to 6 months.
Wow.
The story on this truck is Mr. Grant. His dad had this truck when he was a kid. He bought it brand new, and this is how he remembers his farm being ran, and these green and white trucks back then. And this truck he was just here a little while ago, and he said this is exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. So, I was about to say, I can tell that this has something to do with family in it. You can tell when you see it that this has a meaning to somebody.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's amazing. How much time do you have in something like this?
Well, off and on, out of the last 6 months, probably a good 3 solid months, at least, you know. This old baby was pretty rough.
It was.
It was pretty rough.
Yeah, it's not, doesn't look aftermarket at all.
It's all steel.
It's all steel. It is. Wow.
It's pretty cool truck.
Yeah, that is amazing. Well, George, I gotta say, that's probably one of the funnest trucks I've been in, man. I'll tell you what, that was a lot of fun driving around in that, you know. And man, you do so much cool stuff here. We got to come back and do more stuff. You got Shelby's over there, you got Corvettes over here, you got trick cars all over the place, and man, we got to come back and do some more. Right?
Yeah, maybe sometime you can look at that green truck. That truck was bought brand new by that man's mother.
Yeah, I think Dick painted this, right? They painted this. I've seen that in the videos. Yeah. So we'll come back.
And then it happened. We got finished, and Be Tough magazine gave me a call and said they wanted to talk to me. So here we go.
Welcome to the Back to Life series at Be Tough. Join us as we go behind the scenes and check out some of the best hot rod fabrication in Bakersfield at H&S Body Works.
Hey everybody, it's Billy with our Back to Life series brought to us by H&S Body Works. They do a lot of cool custom cars and trucks, and we have a really cool one here because this has a human interest. I always love the human interest stories that go with hot rods and trucks and everything. And we're here with Lauren Grant, right?
Yeah.
And this is your truck, right?
This is it, yes.
What year are we talking about here?
This one is a 1948.
1948 Dodge. You know what's cool? You don't see a lot of Dodges, right? There's always, you see a lot of Fords, you see some Chevy stuff, but you don't see the Dodge trucks.
Well, back in the farming days when my dad did the farming, there was a Dodge garage, we called it, in Wasco, and they got all their equipment from their vehicles from there.
Right.
So the story between for the green and white is before two-way radios. My dad couldn't figure out what vehicles were his out in the fields, and so they painted all of the Grant trucks green with a white top so he could just drive around and spot his vehicles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A lot of people ask if it's John Deere related, but it has nothing to do with that.
No,
it's just
Grant Farms.
right. So you get this truck, right? And this is not your dad's truck, but it is similar to what he had, and you wanted to duplicate or recreate that truck.
Right. 1949 is when he bought his first new truck.
Okay.
And I will say that this badge that's on the front of it, it belonged to his truck.
There it did. So this came off the truck right here.
Yeah, that took that one off the old truck, which is still out in Wasco.
Yeah. I love the made in USA down there. That's cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
Now it's been lowered a little bit, right?
Right. A little bit too low, but
You're tall. How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4". Let me see you in this thing because you do fit in it.
I do. It's sort of tight. I just had knee surgery, so
Okay.
that was one of the goals, was to get a bend in it so I could drive this truck, because I just love driving it.
Well, I gotta say, you have some headroom.
Lots of headroom.
Lots of headroom, man. I mean, I would imagine that any car you get in is gonna be tight, right?
Except for the 150.
Yeah. But man, this is nice. So it looks like they painted the entire inside.
Right. It was stripped down. It was body from body
Frame up?
Frame up, yeah.
Yeah, man, that is really nice. And the cool thing about this is that you use it as a driver, right? I mean, you drive it. This isn't. You're not taking it to car shows. I mean, well, you may, but you're not putting it in a trailer and towing it around. You're actually trying to use it.
Right, use it. That's why they put in the metal bed rather than the wooden bed.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's come back. I know that you said that because you still own some farmland, right? You grow alfalfa.
Right.
And you want to use this to haul hay around a little bit.
Yeah.
What do people think when you hear that? When they hear that, right? It's pretty nice to haul hay around, but yeah.
Yeah.
And this has been, of course, coated and.
Right. They had the rhino coating here, and then the metal rather than the wood.
That was replaced, right?
Right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
George Anderson is the one that came up, found the people to do that one.
Yeah, really good builder here in Bakersfield. Yeah, I love it. I love the colors, man. It's so perfect. Now these latches, even, right? I mean,
Yep.
that's old school, dude, isn't it?
Yep. That's it. That's the way they were way back when. When I was little, I would steer the truck on my knees in granny gear, and my dad would come back here and hook these in here, and then load pipe in the back. And then when he got finished, he'd have me scoot over and he'd go unload the pipe. So
I love the way you just drop that hook right there. Like, I mean, most people would be like, scared of but I could tell that you want to use this just like a truck. I mean,
Yep, I kept on telling him it's not a show truck. I want to use it.
right. Yeah, I love it, man. And I love the wheels, right? The wheels are old school.
Yeah.
And you got some big tires in the back. Do they have big tires like that in the back?
No.
Those are huge.
In fact, no.
Yeah. And I also love the step side too. I mean, that's cool. The steps right here. And that came on the truck?
Yes, everything is original. They couldn't quite get all the Brian over at H&S did this, and this is the only thing they really couldn't work out.
Yeah.
Just that little dent there, but that gives it character.
Yeah.
But being a driving vehicle, I had to put a 360 Chrysler in it
Okay.
rather than the 6-cylinder that they had. An automatic transmission, air conditioning, cruise control.
Headers on a farm truck? It's outrageous. It looks like you have some tubular upper A-arms.
Well,
Which
I guess so.
it looks like it.
Yeah. Are you talking about the front end?
Yeah.
On it? Yeah, it's a Mustang 2 front end.
Yeah, so that don't look like stock truck stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But they had it dropped a couple inches below that. And first time I saw it, I said, I need it up a little bit.
Yeah. Especially going to be on the farm, right?
Pardon?
Especially going to be on the farm.
Yeah, and I keep on bumping the bumper
You do.
on dips and things. So
Yeah.
he's going to lift it up another inch or so.
Right. Yeah, that is. I'm going to back up here so I can get a bird's eye of this thing because this thing is really cool. This thing has a lot of character to it, man. I'll tell you. Yeah. How fun is it to drive? Does it bring back memories, though, for you?
I
mean,
bet. Every time I get in it and drive it, most of the time I drive it out to Wasco. My 95-year-old mother lives out there still.
Wow.
And that was their first new vehicle that they bought when they started farming. So she spent a lot of time driving, visiting relatives in the old farm truck. And so when I took her to ride in it, she was grinning from ear to ear and just loved every minute of it. But yeah, every time I get it in, I think about those old days.
what do you think your dad would say about it?
I think he'd love it.
Yeah.
my brother saw it and he says, I thought Dad was here.
Yeah, very cool, man. I love that story, and I love this truck, man. This thing is clean looking. Of course, Dick does such a great job on all these trucks.
Yep.
And man, that is a great story. And congratulations, man, on
Thank
this.
you.
It's a lot of fun. All right.